Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Um, I have been a Star Trek fan forever, as far back as I can remember. I used to watch the original series with Kirk and Spock, and I used to watch all those others. Uh, there is not a bad Star Trek program, even all the way up to and including Star Trek Enterprise. After that, they did the J.J. Abrams reboot and like that, and those all suck. But prior to that, they had Voyager and Enterprise and the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and all those. They were really great. Go check those out. If you haven't seen them, they're really good. They're well worth the watch. Um, One of the things that I enjoyed about that was the fantasy of being able to visit other planets, and that's just every human being is an explorer, and we all hunger to find what's over the next hill. Well, in this case, what's in the next solar system. Um, so, if you're a Star Trek fan, you already know this. If not, Star Trek had warp drive, and their warp drive was matter antimatter powered, faster than light propulsion, and it folded space. It had a number of different ways it was explained, but they called it warp drive, and they kind of lumped it together, and that was cool. Um, the problem we're having currently is we're using liquid fueled rockets, and that's our best spacecraft at this point. And we can only achieve a few thousand miles an hour, and basically our nearest star, Alpha Centauri, is a long way away. If we this is the good part. We have found out that Alpha Centauri does have a planet there, and it is in the Goldilocks zone, which means it's far enough away from the star that it's not too hot, and far enough and close enough to where it's not too cold. It's just right, the Goldilocks zone. So this particular planet could have liquid water. It could have life. We don't know though, because we can't tell. But we know it's there. If we were going to go there, our current propulsion rockets, with our current liquid fueled rockets, it's going to take us about 30,000 years. So there are people trying to make that journey shorter. Chalk it up to impatience or whatever, but they don't want to wait 30,000 years, and rightly so. There's a company out there called Positron Dynamics, and the CEO is named Ryan Weed, and they have patented the concept of a positron moderator. And what that does is it allows them to use antimatter as a propulsion. Rather than liquid fueled, they want to use antimatter as a propulsion for a rocket to take them there. Now, with using these antimatter rockets, they can get there. According to this guy, they can get to Alpha Centauri, and it will only take 40 years, which is still a hell of a trip, but it's something. It's better than 30,000 years. He has a video on YouTube called Antimatter Propulsion, and it says Ryan Weed, the CEO of Positron Dynamics, but the name of it is Antimatter Propulsion. If you get a chance, check out his video. It's very interesting. He cuts through a lot of the I don't know, ignorance of it, and just gets right down to the basics. And it's a very interesting video. If you get the opportunity, I highly recommend it. If you're into science fiction, it would really, really behoove you to watch this video. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.